Hello, cupcakes! It's a new comic book day again, and we've got everything. We've got Marvel, we've got DC, we've got Indies. Let's start with Marvel. Death of Silver Surfer! How many times will they die? So, this is a new one by Greg Pak, and the art is by Sumit Kumar. And this is an amazing cover. So, yeah, the art is the thing that caught me. I don't know about the story. I have read stuff from Greg Pak before. I have read his Darth Vader stuff, which I was intrigued by. He's a decent writer, so but he needs that quintessential run. I did like the Darth Vader stuff, and this is art by Sumit Kumar. So at least just for the art, the gorgeous, gorgeous art, it's worth the price of admission for me. Okay, this one is from last week, but I went to my store. I didn't go to my store last week because they didn't get their Marvel books. So this week I got all the books. So this is Imperial, Johnny Hickman, and as you can see, it features the Hulk in his Emperor Hulk mode. So yeah, so this is a good book. I've read this. I did read it digitally last week. So the idea is like somebody's like killing off all these emperors of all these planets. They're like a united planets. They're like a galactic council, and somebody is murdering the heads of these different planets. So you've got Spartax, you've got the Shi'ar Empire, you've got the Kree, you've got the Skrulls. So somebody's and even the planet Scar. So somebody's like murdering the leaders of these planets, and the whole mystery is Star Lord and a bunch of these people like Richard Rider and the Hulk family are trying to figure out who's done it. So it's like a who done it. This is an oversized issue. I think it's got like 40 pages, so that's why it's 6.99. But yeah, it's a good story. It's a good Hickman story. It's unlike it doesn't have like too many tables and descriptions like a usual Hickman story has, but this is more like a straight up like a cosmic odyssey space mystery. So yeah, I totally recommend this. Check out Imperial. Okay, the last book from Marvel. This is like a cover buy for me. It's the Magic. I like Magic a lot. So who has done this cover? I forget because it is definitely not J. Scott Campbell. It is definitely not Tanya Lennox. It's definitely not Rose Besh. It's not Peach Momoko. So it has to be Lyrics. There you go. Method of elimination. It works. So yeah, again, this is purely a cover buy. So I have read most of these issues. The story is like pretty okay. So yeah, so she's battling like alternative demons and stuff. It's not super intriguing, but then yeah, I like Magic, and she's getting her own series after a long time, so that's good to see. All right, let's move on to DC Comics. DC Comics has Godzilla versus Kong versus Justice League Part 2 by Brian Buciliato. And yeah, so I read the first series of this, and I was like really, really surprised by, it's a fun series. It's Kong, it's like the legendary Monsterverse versus the Justice League. This time they have the Suicide Squad also thrown into the mix. So you've got your Peacemaker, Captain Cold, and yeah, and a bunch of others. So King Shark. So and then yeah, and so hopefully this whole universe continues, man. Because Brian Buciliato, he was the one who continued the Injustice story after Tom Taylor, and he's got some his own indie stuff too, like Chicken Devil and all, of which I'm a massive fan of. Yeah, so this is another entry to this Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong, and yeah, totally curious to check it out. Superman, it's coming out in July, man. Yeah, this is going to be an exciting movie. All right, that's the one, and the second one is again purely a cover buy. This is the Artyom cover for Supergirl, written by Sophie Campbell, and yeah, colors by Tamara Bonvillain. So yeah, I read the first issue of this. So basically, she goes back to her town of Midvale, just like Smallville. She's got Midvale, and then she meets this other person who's pretending to be a Supergirl, and nobody remembers her. Like nobody remembers Kara, Supergirl. So yeah, and there's Titan of the Super 8, and there's Boeing Small Talk. So yeah, it's a little. It is not bad, but it's like more like a slice of life kind of a thing. So with Supergirl thrown in the mix. So yeah, I did enjoy it, but then again, purely a cover buy. So two pure cover buys, this one and this one, the Magic and Supergirl, just because I love the characters, man. That's the only thing. And then let's move on to the indies. What do we have for the indies? For the indies, we have Conan the Barbarian by Jim Zub and Company, and the Dan Panosian cover. So that is awesome. And thing is, 21 issues, man. If any comics is like is making me spend like money till issue 21, that means it's a phenomenal book. And there's not just Conan, but also Energon Universe, Transformers 21 issue. So these books are like so good. Conan and Transformers. Like this is Jorge Corona on the art, and then Daniel Warren Johnson. I think he moves out in issue 24 or 26. So I'll collect the run as long as DWJ is involved and Jorge Corona is involved. I don't know, have they announced who's going to do the next series after DWJ leaves the title? I'm not sure yet. But then yeah, this story is amazing. Like whenever it's like collected in a hardcover or something, I think there is a hardcover for the first 12 issues. Buy this is like really good. And so buy Conan as well. Okay, next we have basically Sister Imperator. This is a band called Ghost. So this is the 4th issue of. So Sister Imperator is one of the characters in the Ghost lore. So she's like married to the first Papa, and she manages the whole of the Ghost Church. So the Ghost Cabal. And yeah, so this is her origin story of when she was younger in the 60s, and what she was up to. And it's just I just love the band Ghost, so that's the reason why I bought this. The story is about like her survival, and she goes into a part, she becomes part of a circus, and she's trying to survive there. And yeah, it's not bad. It's written by Tobias Forge, who's the lead singer of Ghost, and he's supported by Corina Becchio and a couple of other people. So yeah, it's not bad at all. The art style is pretty good. And yeah, this is Sister Imperator. She's into the occult, and she's doing her thing. So yeah. And the last but not the least book is, this is the last one, right? Yeah, it is the last one. This is Heatseeker Gun Honey Exposed. So this is the character of Dahlia Racers. So she's not exactly the lead character of the Gun Honey series. This is like a spin-off character from the Gun Honey series, and this is her second series. So she had the Heatseeker series, which was when she was introduced, and then this one is her second solo series. And yeah, I'm curious to check this out, man. Charles Ardai, this is more like he reminds me of James Hadley Chase. So James Hadley Chase was like these noir author in the 60s, and he used to have all these sexy femme fatales on his novels, and it was all about like people getting betrayed, and a detective getting caught with the wrong people, the mob and everything. So this reminds me of that, so that's the reason why I bought this. Anyway, that is the haul. Just to do a quick recap, you've got Heatseeker, you've got Sister Imperator, you've got Transformers, you've got Dan Panosian, Jim Zub Conan, you've got Supergirl, and then you have Justice League and Godzilla Part 2, and then you have Magic, and then you have Imperial, and finally you have Death of Silver Surfer. Okay, so that's what I got. That's what I'll read, and catch you in the next one. Take care. Thanks everyone. Like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, please comment. We reply to every comment. So there you go. All right, thanks everybody. Peace.